Hey everybody, welcome to T3 Wargaming. My name's Scott and I'm here today with Jamie.
Hey everybody.
Jamie is my first Patreon, so he's awesome. And if you want to be if you want to help support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon, or you can just watch this and subscribe and like and do all that lovely goodness. But today we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar at 2,000 points, 3rd edition, and we're going to be playing Apex Predators. And what army are you playing?
I'm bringing Kruleboyz along, just mono Kruleboyz, 2,000 points, bringing out the Sludge Raker and Boss on Vulture.
Ooh, that Vulture's been pretty...
Yeah, he's been pretty ordinary, but I really want him to work.
Yeah, yeah. It's we've played a few games and that Vulture struggles to roll above a 2 on anything. So yeah, it's not been great. Today I'm bringing the Sons of Behemat. I recently finished a commission for Mr. Nathan Goodchild, and he kindly said I could use the army for the channel. So I thought I'd give them a quick run out. I've never played them before, but it's 2 war scrolls. How difficult could it be? And this one seems a good one for me, Apex Predators.
Yeah, 3 heroes versus my 5, but your hero is obviously a lot more health than mine.
Yeah.
Better armor save, so...
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot of mortal wounds, and we've talked a lot about how we think your army's pretty good for taking down Gargants, but I guess we'll see. Alright, so we'll come back with the armies, and then we'll set up. Alright, so Jamie, talk us through your army.
So 2,000 points of Kruleboyz. Here would be the general, the Sludge Raker. The non-name version. He will have the Amulet of Destiny and the Mount trait Tough One, which means you've got to do over half his wounds before he brackets.
Okay.
Then there will be the Killer Boss on Vulture, which hopefully does something today. He'll have the Arcane Tome and knows the Nasty Hex spell to turn off any ward saves.
Yep.
Then we have the Breaker Boss. Love this model. Very cheap, 180 points. Always does exceptionally well.
Yep.
Dies pretty early on, but hilarious.
Yeah.
Then we've got one of my battle lines, which is just 10 Gut Rippers with Musician and Banner, which I've proxied in, either these two.
Yep.
And then another unit, same thing. Then the ever awesome 9 Bolt Boys.
Oh,
in one unit.
Yeah.
This is the big yellows, so 27-inch range.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. 2 Shamans, both of which hopefully will never cast a spell. And then 2 big bows.
2 big bows, which those big bows are very good at killing Gargants, right?
Yeah, they basically they roll a dice for however many wounds you have. So the more wounds, the more damage potential, but capping out at 12.
Yeah,
each.
That's still a third of a Gargant, so that's still gonna be a bit sore. And what's your grand strategy?
My grand strategy will be Big Warg, which is just have a general in your deployment zone or a battle line. So
Alright.
basically this guy or any of these 3.
Awesome. Well, we'll come back and look at the Gargants. Not as many models. Okay, and in my army I have the Breaker Tribe. So this guy at the front is going to be my general. He's going to have monstrously tough, so he's got 40 wounds. And he's got the Amulet of Destiny for a 5-up after save. Then we've got this guy who is going to have the what's it called? Arcane Tome and Flaming Weapon to make him extra dangerous. And I've also got the Emerald Life Swarm as well. And these are all 3 of them are Gatebreakers. And then I've got 2 Man Crushers at the end. So I've taken the battalion so I can have an extra artifact, and also the 2 little Gargants are in the battalion that allows them to re-roll a charge once per game. So that's all cool, and I think that's it. So I've taken the ferocious thingamabob that allows me to have +1 to hit against any heroes or wizards. Yeah. So that hopefully will come good for me. Alright, so we'll come back after we've deployed. Okay, we are down. So Apex Predators, 1, 2, 3 objectives. None of them are prime either, so one disappears turn 3 potentially. Only heroes can hold them, and you can only hold them if you move within 3 of them with a hero, or if someone kills a hero whilst they're within 3 of them. So my Gargants are down like this. So general in the middle with 2 man crushers up front. My wizard near this arcane terrain. We've got an inspiring forest behind us, some mystical in the middle, some deadly over here, some more arcane over there, some sinister, and some mystical there as well. Do you want to talk us through your deployment, mate?
Yep, so my deployment, I've just tried to screen as best I can in case I don't go first or choose not to go first.
Yeah.
I've got the Bolt Boys sort of hiding back a little bit.
Yeah.
Supported by 2 Shamans and 2 Big Bows.
Yeah.
And Sludge Raker. I chose the Noisy Racket as my dirty tricks, so
Yeah.
-1 to wound turn 1.
Yep.
Army wide. And then my super sneaky was my Warlord trait, which is a redeploy.
Yep.
So I chose to redeploy the Breaker Boss over here to
Yep.
try and get a bit of pressure on this objective.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. So, how far away are your Bolt Boys? Are they over 27 inches away?
They are 28 inches away.
Ooh, so they won't be able to shoot me if I let you go first?
No, they won't.
Well, I guess you're going first then, mate.
Excellent.
Alright, so I'll come back at the end of your hero phase. Alright, so Jamie's gone for Ferocious Advance. I have 3 command points, you have 2. And what did you do in your hero phase?
So, hero phase, this Shaman here put poison onto Bolt Boys.
Yep.
This Shaman here put the +1 save potion onto Bolt Boys.
Yep.
Then the Wizard, with the Arcane Tome, cast Mystic Shield onto Bolt Boys.
Yep.
Just to sort of make sure they survive a bit
Yeah,
better.
makes sense.
And that was pretty much the end of my hero phase. Nothing too exciting in turn 1.
Any heroic actions?
The heroic action, I might just go for a free CP onto the Vulture.
Go for it. Nope.
No.
I'm going to go for it on Blue Boy. Yeah! It's because he's blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Alright, well, we'll come back at the end of your movement phase then. Talk us through the old movement phase.
So movement phase, I just rolled 3 arbitrary runs on these units to get my battle tactic, which I scored. Over here, I chose to auto run this guy 6 to get in within 3 inches of this objective and hold the Mystic for the ward save for all the damage that's coming his way.
Yep, probably. And I take it your big crossbows aren't in range?
No, they are not. They are not in range.
Alright. No problem. And that's the end of your turn, yeah?
Yep, correct.
Alright, so you score hold 1, hold more.
Yep.
So, and you get your battle tactic. So that scores you 4 points as we go into my hero phase. Okay, so my hero phase, relatively quick. I've gone for Ferocious Advance, and I've gone for my General and the 2 Man Crushers, because they can charge after they run. if they're within 12 of a Mega Gargant. And yeah, so those three are going to run. And yeah, he heroic leadership. He tried to cast Flaming Weapon, but was dispelled by the Vulture, which was rude. But that is it. So we'll come back at the end of my movement phase. I can't imagine. Like I said, relatively quick. These three ran, so I get my battle tactic, and I did it with 3 monsters. And this guy moved up 3 inches away from the dude over there, and this guy just moved over here, and he's just within 3 there. So we're going to throw some rocks. So this guy's going to throw his rock at those boys. I might as well do this on camera. He misses. Good lad. And then that guy's going to throw his rock. And I think he's going to spend one of my 4 CP. So I'm back down to 3, you're on 2. Yeah, so throw my rock. I hit. I wound. Ren 3.
Go through.
For 4 damage.
So 4 5-ups?
Yep, 6 ups.
6 ups?
Nothing. Nothing. Alright, so then we're going to go into the charge phase. So the main creatures get to charge because they're near a Mega Gargant. So the closest one is going 8 inches, which that should get him there, I'd imagine. Yep. In he goes. And then the one behind him is going 8 inches as well. In he goes. And then that boy over there is going to charge. He gets a double 1, so I'm going to have to spend a CP. And he gets a 7. So he's in as well. Alright, so we'll come back at the end of my turn. Alright, end of my turn. So there's a bit of a fight over here. Your guy went off the chain, pun intended. Managed to put 16 wounds on this guy. I'll just turn that to its action on the correct facing. My guys charged in, couldn't stuff anyone into bags, whiffed a little bit, and this guy took 2 wounds, and this guy ended up taking 9 wounds back. You've got some bravery for me as well, please, sir.
Yep, both are within 3, so any bravery I fail, which I'll...
Yeah, I believe I might cause terror as well, so you might be neg 1.
Yeah. So I'm neg 4, +1 for the banner.
Yeah.
So I'm bravery 2. So they fail. The one that's on 1 wound's just going to run away because Kruleboyz.
Ooh, right, okay.
Same with this unit. Bravery 2. And they're fine.
They're fine. Damn it. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, I score hold 1, hold 2, hold more. And I also did my battle tactic with a monster. And so I'm on 6 points to your 4 as we roll for priority. Go for it. Wherever. That'll do. Go for it. What'd you get? 4 is pretty strong. And
3.
It beats a 3, so are you taking it?
I think I will.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your hero phase then, mate. Alright, mate. Talk us through your hero phase.
So my hero phase, I put poison buff from this shaman here.
Yep.
And then I put the shield buff from this shaman here into this unit.
Yep.
Went for heroic leadership and got it finally.
Yep.
Attempted to cast Emerald Lightstorm from this guy with Arcane Tome. Failed miserably.
Love it.
And that is pretty much the end of my hero phase. I chose Kill a Monster.
Yep. And you've gone for
so
this
I've
boy.
chosen this one here.
No worries. And I tried to heal this guy and rolled an 8 and found out that they are leadership 7. So fun. Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your movement phase. Alright, Alright, movement phase. Not a lot moved.
No.
Birdo came over to make sure he dies, I guess.
Yep.
Crocodile Dundee moved up a little bit. But that's about it, right?
Yeah, yep, pretty much. Just to try and spread his 12-inch aura to everything around for +1 to my venom damage.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your shooting and see what else is alive. Not a lot, I wager. Holy crap. Taking 17 wounds. What did he take 17 wounds from?
So 17 wounds come from 9 bolt boys and 1 big bolter. The other one missed, sadly.
1 missed and 1 rolled a 6.
Yeah, so...
Which meant mortal wounds for days, which really ramped up the damage on that one.
Yeah, overall pretty happy. Bit disappointed 1 miss, but take what you can get. Hopefully he's pretty bracketed now.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, actually, mate, roll... Oh, no, you reached the maximum of 12 anyway, didn't you? Because
Yeah.
I've just realised he's got 40 wounds,
Yeah.
not 35.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So are there any charges?
Yeah.
Go
So
for it.
I'm going to attempt to charge Vulture Boy in.
Yep.
He's in with a 12.
He can go wherever he wants. 12, get you within half an inch.
So I'm just going to come over to this side
Yep.
and chill there.
Chill that, yeah, makes sense.
So I'm still within 3. If Sludge Raker makes it, I can pile him into this one.
Yep.
So now Sludge Raker is going to attempt to go in.
With a 9.
We'll get it. So yep, Sludge Raker is just going to mosey on over.
Move on over. Cool, no worries.
Sit there.
Right, well, we'll come back at the end of your turn and we'll see what's left. Alright, so you might notice that there are 2 man crushers missing. So you called the war.
Yeah, I called the Kruleboyz war.
Kruleboyz war, which allowed you to fight with 3 units first.
Yep.
So Crocodile Dundee went in and killed this guy. And then that allowed Vulture to pile into that guy and kill him, do wounds to him. And then the Gut Rippers finished him off. Which, yeah, that was pretty painful. However, so you get your battle tactic,
Yep.
which was bring it down.
With a monster.
And you did it with a monster. So that scores you 3 points.
Yep.
So that will take you to 7. So I'll get another dice in a minute. However, you don't hold any objectives.
No, I don't.
No. So, yeah, we're going to go into my turn. And we'll come back at the end of my hero phase, see what I can do to retaliate. Well, Gargant hero phase is super quick. So I managed to hero recover this guy for 3. You went for best day ever on the Vulture.
Yep.
I've gone for aggressive expansion on 1, 2 objectives, which I already get. And I tried to cast the Emerald Life Swarm and epically failed, which is great. So we'll come back at the end of my very quick movement phase. Alright, so movement phase. This guy moved up, so he stays within 3. This guy moved up outside of 3, and then you redeployed the crocodile closer, because you kind of want me to try and take them both on. It's tempting. And then this guy moved up. So I'm just going to throw some boulders at you.
Yep.
So 3s and 2s, if I remember. I think the range might have gotten down on some of them, but... So what I'll do is I'll come back at the end of my shooting phase. My very quick shooting. Alright. So, boulders were thrown. They were all thrown at this guy. All 3 hit, all 3 wounded. You saved a few of them, but now he's down to 6 wounds.
Yep.
So we're going to go for the charge, and we're going to charge with Big Boy. I mean, I know they're all big boys, but this big boy. General Big Boy. With a 7, he'll probably make it.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just going to measure, see if I can stay outside of 3 of the Vulture, and I will get back to you. So end of my turn, Big Boy went in. I Titanic dueled you. You roared at me but failed, which allowed me to go full health. And then I just smacked him so hard that yeah, he's now gone. So that's me killing a monster. So I hold 1, hold 2, hold more. Got my battle tactic, and I killed a monster this round. So that takes me to 12 to your 7. So we go into round 3. Alright, let's roll. I get 2.
I get a 3. I will take it.
You taking it? Cool. Yep. I'm going to get rid of... I think I'm going to get rid of this objective.
Yep.
Alright. And we'll come back at the end of your hero phase then. Cool. So, battle tactic. You went for kill this guy because he's battle line.
Yep.
Which seems pretty good.
Yeah, both shamans poison +1 save here.
Yep.
Failed the free CP on the vulture.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
I healed this guy for 1. And then you also went for the spell to turn off his ward save. You got it off on a 7, but then I dispelled it on a 10. Thank God. Right, so we'll come back at the end of your movement phase then, mate. Alright, so your movement phase was that you didn't move.
No, if I wanted to kill this guy, as soon as I moved within 9, he'd redeploy, which would bring him out of range potentially of all of this back here.
Yep.
So the vulture's 9.5 inches away, so a 9-inch charge will get him in.
Alright, okay. No worries, we'll come back at the end of your shooting phase then, mate. Ooh. Hot damn, he's got 1 wound left. Those bloody Manskewer bolt things, damn. Only 1 hit, but yeah, it managed to get the wound through and ended up doing its 12 wounds to him.
Yep.
Which he'd already taken some wounds from the Bolt Boys, who didn't do great, to be fair. But yeah, now he's left on 1 singular wound remaining. So it's the charge, and you need a 9 here.
Yep, so I'm going to send the vulture in.
Yep. That's a 7.
I'm going to spend my last CP to
last
reroll.
CP.
Oh no.
Nope.
These guys with a 12 potentially.
Yep.
Yep, an 11 will get them there.
Alright, go for it. You need an 11. It's not meant to be. Any other charges?
These guys, no, I don't think so. Actually, Vulture, he rolled double 1, didn't he?
He did.
So he can't even go that way.
No,
oh,
he
we're
can't.
in trouble.
Yep. Alright, well that ends your turn then.
Yep.
So you don't hold any objectives still.
No.
You didn't get your battle tactic. So you score 0 points. Alright, so that keeps you on 7.
Oh, that hurt.
Alright, as we go into my turn, I'm probably going to go for... I think I'm going to go for Broken Ranks, and I'm going to pick this unit. But we'll come back at the end of my very quick hero phase. Alright, it's a quick hero phase. Just tried to do Emerald Life Swarm, failed. Did heroic heal over there, healed for 3 wounds. You got an extra CP on your Vulture. And that is all. My issue is I can't move either of these two because they're holding the objectives. So my movement phase is going to be this. Done. My movement phase is done. So we're going to go straight into shooting, and we'll come back at the end of my turn. Alright, end of my turn. Big boy went in, killed the dudes. So I got my battle tactic. Your Vulture struck back, managed to get 6 wounds on him. So it's going down slowly. But I still hold 1, hold 2, hold more, got my battle tactic, did it with a monster, so that's another 6 points to me. So I will just go like that. So that puts me on 18 to your 7, and we will roll off for priority. You get a 2, or I get a 2 as well. It's up to you.
I'll take it.
All right, thought you might. Okay, and we'll come back. What battle tactic do you want to do?
Kill your general.
Kill my general. All right, makes sense. I'm gonna go for finest hour on that guy, but we will come back at the end of your turn, and I will just record it on the GoPro. Well, what a turn. So what happened?
I poisoned, obviously, the bolt boys and then the big bolter.
Yep.
One of this bolter here shot into the general.
Yep.
Did 12 wounds.
Yeah, got him down to 2 in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, between bolt boys and one of the big bolters.
Yeah.
They got him down to 2 wounds remaining.
You did 12 wounds to this guy?
Yep.
That is seriously consistent as well. That's like consistently done 12 wounds to them.
Yep. And then I charged these guys in as a bit of insurance to make sure I at least killed the general.
Yep.
Turns out I didn't need it. He went in, went to town.
Yep.
Just killed him in the end.
Yep.
Scoring my victory points with a monster. So
cool.
Happy days.
Yeah, easy as. So my turn's going to be super quick because again I've got to hold the objective, so I can't move. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cast Emerald Life Swarm. So I'm going to go for Monstrous Takeover. I'll pick this one.
Yep.
I will try and heal that dude. Who this dude? No, will not.
No, no.
What monster action, hero action would you like?
I'm going to go for I'm going to try and heal this bloke. I get it.
Yep.
So D3.
Go for it.
For
2. I'm going to go for Emerald Life Swarm. I get it!
I can't do
Good luck. So finally, the Emerald Life Swarm pops up. I think it's on a 2, or does it just heal D3? I think it just heals D3. I'll have a look. But it heals 2, and then it moves, and it heals another 2. So I'll heal him back to 27.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Cool. So he might be in range to throw his rock at something now, which will be interesting. So I'll throw the rock. I'll fire at that guy. I should be in range. If I'm not, I'll check afterwards. If I'm not, then we'll take this back. I miss anyway. It doesn't matter.
Justice.
And this guy's going to throw his rock at the Gut Rovers. And misses. Cool. Awesome. Well, that is going to be my turn. Which, you know, quickest turn in history. But I hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and I get Monstrous Takeover, which is another 5 points. Which takes me to 23. As we go into turn number... Is it 4? Or is it 5?
It has to be 4 because of the objectives.
Because
I failed that, so this is 4.
No, that was your general.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're I'm forgetting to put these in.
Turn 5.
So this is turn 5. Let's roll off for turn 5. Do it. Get to 1.
Oh, no. 2.
I get a 2. Woo! I'll take the double turn. What objective could I do? Because I can't really do Savage Spearhead. I guess I can. But then I lose the objective. So let's not do an object. Actually, I think I'm going to go for the Gargant one, which is to destroy a terrain piece. Oh no, it's destroy a faction terrain piece. So we won't do that. So my turn will be to move the Emerald Life Swarm at the end of my hero phase.
Attempt to dispel that.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Get rid of it.
No.
He doesn't. So it moves and it heals him for 1. Lovely. And then he's going to move
Out of range.
all the way over here, staying within 3. That stays there. And then this guy is going to move over here. Exactly 3 inches away there. Excellent. And then that is going to be... Oh, also for my hero action, he'll try and heal.
You did.
No, I didn't. No. Didn't matter any. Alright. Can't even remember if I did. Doesn't matter. But that's my turn. I hold 1, hold 2, hold more. I score 3 more points. And so we'll come back at the end of your turn, because your turn is likely to be a bit more eventful than mine. Alright, so that is the end of the game. So all you did in your turn is move the vulture over here just to get your grand strategy, but I've got mine as well. What battle tactic would you have gone for?
Just something in your deployment, I believe, is one.
You need 2 things in my deployment. Could those guys have got over? Unlikely.
5.
Like all of them?
Not all of them, no.
There's not a lot you could have done.
No.
Honestly, alright, so yeah, you would have scored 0 points that last turn. So you get 3 points for your grand strategy. And I get 3 points for my grand strategy, which takes us 29 to 13. Gargants, pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was cool. Alright, well, we're going to come back with a post-game, and then we'll talk all about it, and I think Jamie will have a little cry, but it should be all good. Alright, we'll come back. Alright, victory for the Mega Gargants. They're pretty good.
Yeah, definitely pretty good. Like, looking back at the game, like, they're frightening, they're hard to deal with. The only thing is, like, I probably could have been a bit more aggressive on them earlier.
Yeah.
With the big bolters.
Yeah, those man skewers, consistent 12 wounds.
Yeah.
Every time they hit and wounded. Like, you missed a couple of times, but every single time they hit, hot damn, they did damage. So, like, I think if you'd been in range earlier, you would have consistently taken a Mega Gargant down. I think the fact that you shot the one with the amulet saved me, because I had the 5-up after save. But again, you were unlucky to get your spell off, which gets rid of wards.
Yeah, like that spell, I think if I got that spell off slightly earlier, like a turn before,
Yeah.
the game could have been very different in the sense like that general would have died that turn, basically.
Yeah, like that was a fantastic game though. Like Gargants are really fun. I feel bad that I had to sit on objectives with them because of Apex Predators. You're not allowed to move away because you lose the objectives. But so it wasn't the greatest scenario in terms of demonstrating what they can do. But even just throwing the rocks.
Yeah, like throwing the rocks or anything they touch just falls apart.
Yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised at the damage output once one got in.
I wasn't.
Yeah, like the amount, just the actual weapon it's using, like the 10 attacks, Ren 3 damage, like, ooh, tasty. They're very good. But everyone knows they're very good at the minute.
Yeah, definitely, like, consistently doing well, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting as well, because in this game, they didn't count as 20 on the objectives either.
Yeah.
Because Apex Predator is just the first hero that gets there, it doesn't matter what you count. But it was just... I was just able to get too far ahead on points.
Yeah, early on, yeah.
Just the fact that they can... also consistently get their battle tactics but get the extra point because they did it with a monster was just so easy to do.
Hard to catch up. Very hard to catch up.
We figured out in the end you'd actually scored an extra 2 points because we hadn't counted for you killing 2 monsters in one in 2 different rounds. So that actually took you 15, but 29 to 15 still
yeah.
Crazy good for the Gargants, just because they didn't exactly it was only one that really put out the damage.
Yeah, one and the little guys. The little guys put out a lot of hurt early on, just being there, tied up stuff.
Yeah, they didn't actually do a lot of damage, but they just they held you up a turn, which I thought was important.
They held me up and stopped my other things moving forward.
Yeah.
Yet again, that's pretty big for Kruleboyz. With the poison as well.
Yeah, you were super unlucky to not kill that one Mega Gargant as well. That was on 1 wound.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, just right down to 1 wound, and if he died, I would have started losing points because that wouldn't have helped too.
Yeah, that was probably a pretty pivotal moment at that point because I could have moved over, taken the objective, at least held one.
Yeah, and I think that was an issue as well. Is you didn't really send out your heroes to go get the objectives.
No, I think that's the problem with Kruleboyz. A lot of their heroes need to be near other stuff to do well. Yeah. The Sludge Raker wants to hang out with other things. Yeah. So.
And he's cool. He's so strong. The extra damage on everything he can put out is awesome. Kruleboyz are great. Yeah. They're just fun. They put out a ridiculous amount of mortal wounds. The Manskew Bolt Boys put out a ridiculous amount of wounds to Gargants.
15, I think 15, the Bolt Boys did 15 mortal wounds in 1 round of shooting. And then
the Manskew Bolt Boy followed it up with an extra 12.
Yeah, so it's 27 mortal wounds in a turn. Yeah. But the bigger stuff, they're really good at picking apart big units. Yeah, absolutely. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll get you back on the channel again. Definitely. But thank you for coming on. Thank you. And we'll catch you next time.